Hello, it's the Jockio here at Reset Industries. We're learning all about Factorio in a multi-part series. In our last episode, we built a very small power plant, put a science lab on the network, and researched automation. Now it's flashing up here in our research queue. And we can tap T and take a look at what additional research awaits us. But first, actually, we should get some goals for our little bite-sized portion here. What's going on? We should scale up our plate production. It is quite meager at the moment. We should automate the creation of science packs so we don't have to clog up our manual crafting queue with those packs. And we should build some defenses or go on the offense, because we're about to offend our neighbors. And if we start scaling up anymore, we probably will. But we have to, because it's Factorio. So, yes, let's scale up plate production right now. Gonna make, let's say 10 more drills. Or maybe 8. I'm gonna left click and left click on that 5 there and knock a couple off. And let's see here. Maybe let's right click and 1, 2, 3 left clicks. Get ourselves 8 more furnaces. And let's get ourselves 16 of these burner inserters. Right click, right click, right click. There's 15 and left click. Now we got 16. And we need some belts too. Let's left click a bunch of belts. And now start tearing this down. Okay. Q, click and drag. Q, click and drag. And now we can distribute these burner inserters. Ooh, already ran out. There we go. There's the next 5. And here's the next 5. And there you go. Now we can make some belts. Left click and drag, tap R, pull up. Now left click and hold, tap R. And let me Q, click and drag, and Q, click and drag. Alright. Let's scale up copper too. Let's give ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4 more drills for copper. 1, 2, 3, 4 furnaces. And 8 burner inserters. Well, let's make an additional 7. We already have 1 here. Right click and 1, 2. Okay, let's put a drill here. Is that still pure copper? Yes, it is. Let's put 1 there. And tear this down. Oh. There we go. Set up those new burner inserters. And now, copper plate production is improving. And if you ever want to take a look at production statistics, just hit P on the keyboard and you can take a look at the time scales up here at the 5 second, 1 minute, 10 minutes, an hour. So let's go to 10 minutes, hover over iron plate, and you can see the green highlight there. And you can see how our production has gone up, almost triple there. Lovely. You can hover over copper. Oh, down there, yes, and now we can see copper plate production going up. Very good. Control, click, and drag. Get that iron and copper. Oh, hey, we need that burner inserter. That's why we had an extra. There you go. Now, let's get rid of this coal in hand. Just control, click in there. Cool, yes, we have successfully scaled up plate production. Now, let's automate science pack production. Let's hold right click and tear this lab down, the Q on top of that pole, click and hold, and run to the south. Let's put the lab back on the network, and now we can get a machine working for us under production. We're going to make 1 assembly machine, level 1. And we'll put it down, 1 tile, or with a 1 tile gap, that is, between the lab and the machine. Let's click into the machine and give it a recipe. Under intermediate products, we can choose automation science pack. Takes 2 ingredients, copper plate and iron gear wheel. And we could have copper plate in a little chest out here. Under logistics, we can make a chest and an electric inserter. Let's put that chest 1 tile gap away. Get an inserter in the gap there. And put iron in there. Or, excuse me, copper. Let's hit 3 on the keyboard because we got copper down there. And control click into there. Cool, that's the first ingredient. Now we need iron gear wheel. That needs another machine though. Under production, let's make another machine. Probably going to need power down there too. And another inserter, and another chest. Boom, let's click into it. Intermediate product gear wheel, Control C. We're going to click and drag across that, get a little temporary blueprint, click there, and Q to release it. Alright, now we can Q-click, Q-click. Put some iron in there, control left click. A couple of times, and now we're making gear wheels. But now we need to load the gears into this machine. So let's Q, rotate that around with R, click and click. Excellent. So now the gear wheels are going in there. It takes a while to make these science packs, but they will eventually be loaded up into the science lab. Oh, now we need to build some defenses. So let's get some additional research going here. Let's tap T. Now we can fill up our research queue. We actually have 7 slots to fill up here. We can hold shift and then click on a bunch of stuff that we want. Let's get some military tech so we can get a submachine gun, shotgun, and shotgun shells. Shift click that. Gun turret, yes. Shift click that. Let's get some walls for the turret. Shift click that. Let's upgrade our mining operation. We're using burner drills. We can get electric mining going on now. We need to explore. Let's get radar. And logistics, hey, we can get real belt splitters and not have to use those poor burner inserters. And let's be able to see at night too. Let's get a lamp. Alright. That'll do. And now let's take a look at this operation here. These packs do take a while. And this machine is sitting here with finished product just waiting to be used. We could kind of copy paste this and flip it around and reuse this machine here. Let's control C, click and drag over this. We can flip it vertically with V. We can flip horizontally with H. And just rotate around with R. But yeah, let's flip vertically and then line up right there. And say that's going to be the same machine as part of this blueprint. Left click and Q to release. Now I just need an additional machine. 3 more of these inserters. Got to go pull iron for that. Oh my, I pulled coal. I'll put the coal back. Wave Z everywhere there. Let's take some copper too. And yeah, we wanted 1, 2, 3 more inserters, another chest, and another lab. Let's, ooh, yeah, we're still waiting for that lab. Let's put the machine down. Got the inserters. There's the chest. Let's put some copper in there. And that lab's gonna take a while. Ouch. Manual crafting. Eventually, machines will be making everything for us. And there's lab. Q-click. Nice. Okay, so now we can get a little bit more usefulness out of this. Still a bottleneck. But hey, that's fine. Now we can reuse a machine. So yes, defenses. We're about to get military tech. And then we can make a submachine gun and a shotgun. Right about now. Let's make one of those. We can pull our pistol out and put it back in our inventory. And the submachine gun will fall right in there to slot number 1. And we can make a shotgun. And right click a few times. Let's make like 30 shells. Nice. Okay, now we have a submachine gun. And we can start to go on the offensive, I suppose. Well, let's hover over these chests, make sure we're good. There's like 190 copper in there, 240, 83. Yeah, let's put 1 more copper in here. And another iron. There you go. And now we can run away. And go on a little adventure. Hey, gun turret. Alright, after those shells are done, let's make 1, 2, 3, 4 gun turrets. Just for defenses, but we should learn a little bit about offense too. So yes, we've got biters, spitters, and worms. Biters run up and melee you. Spitters can run up and then do ranged attacks on you. And the worms are basically like stationary long range. It's like a alien artillery, effectively. So, yes, they're going to try to lead the shot on us, any ranged stuff, so we want to run serpentine as we approach worms or spitters, if we can. So, when the melee comes for us, we want to be kind of guerrilla style and hide in the trees or try to pull them into the trees. And let's hold spacebar with our submachine gun, and it'll shoot the nearest target to our cursor. The shotgun, if we tap C and switch to it, it's very much directional. It does not just shoot at the closest thing to your cursor. It's more like a cone that you aim. Alright, now let's run up and get some attention. Hold spacebar and pull them back in here. Okay, now let's run up and take our first worm. It's gonna try to lead the shot. Go serpentine. And their spit stays on the ground for a while too, so be aware of that. Alright, let's now target down these other worms. Try to run serpentine. And once these worms are down, we can switch to shotgun, run up close, and start taking out the spawner there. Oh, we stepped in a little bit of the acid. Alright, now C, come up here. Oh, C to switch back to submachine gun. Oh, I ran out of magazines, oh my. That's okay, let's just do the cone here, and we'll target down the spawner. There we go. Alright, there's our first hive taken out. And we got one up here in the bush. Let's make a handful of magazines and start moving in. They're still shotgun only, so we have to really direct that cone very carefully. And there we go, second hive down. And let's come to know the extent of our pollution here now again, because we are spreading. Out west we seem pretty good. And in the east it's probably just, our northeast neighbors. And I think that'll be it for now. Then we should get some radar in our next episode. Radar set up so we could do some very distant resource exploration. Okay, checking out the north. Let's hit tab. Ooh, just got electric mining drill. Now we can start our electric mining revolution. And retire our dear burner mining drills. Let's hit tab. Okay, yeah, that's the extent of our northern pollution. Boy, it's very thick here. Let's zoom out. Yeah, okay, that's looking good. And now let's deal with the northeast neighbors. And then I think we'll feel pretty good for a while. That'll be a nice bite-sized portion. Okay, they're in the forest. We can go guerrilla style. We're on submachine gun. Hold spacebar, run in. Works like a charm. I'm gonna go target down the worm after this. Oh dang, a very thick forest. Oh, the next spiders are running. Okay, here we go. Try to go serpentine. And they're down. Okay, they're still spawning 3 at a time here. We gotta get in there and start targeting down one of these spawners at the very least with shotgun. Tap C, switch to shotgun. C back to submachine gun. C shotgun. Nice. C back to submachine gun. C shotgun. Oh, C back to sub. There we are. And there we go. Alright, I think that is all of the immediate neighbors. So we should be able to scale up for some time now without any incursion. Still, we should get our turrets set up, and then we'll feel a little bit more cozy at night. Alright, let's make ourselves a handful of magazines here while we're running around. Let's say we had a turret right next to our power plant. Ooh, by our labs, definitely. By coal production, and then down by iron here. And then we can go distribute some magazines to them. Yeah, I'll give, let's pick up the ones out of our belt. Just gonna hold Z on here until we get like to 10 or so. Go hold Z up here. There's 10. And there we go. Not too bad. And they'll alert us if they start shooting, and they will alert us if they run out of ammunition. We'll see some iconography down here by the toolbar. Alright. Was that a bite-sized chunk? Let's see here. What were our goals anyway? Yeah, we definitely scaled up plate production. Now we learned you can hit P and look at your production. So if you hover over plate, let's see how that's been going. Oh yes, we're up very high there. On the hourly, yeah, you can see that big jump on green there on the iron plate production. If we hover over copper, we can also see its big jump there as well. Yes, other goals. We did automate science pack production, and it's still churning away right now. And we did build a little bit in the way of defense, and we took out 3 hives. Not too shabby. Alright, this has been the Jockio here at Reset Industries. We're learning all about Factorio in our multi-part series. See you next time. Peace.